Over to you, Sue.
Okay. Hey folks, this is actually for the 3DO, not Windows as it says. Um, game's the best 3 games you could possibly play all at once. I'm playing this on emulator because unfortunately my capture device didn't show up on time. There's also some other reasons that we'll get into as the game starts. Joining me on the couch is going to be Bad Chop.
Hi.
You remember him from Daydreamin' Davy. Unlike the previous game, this game will have all of the frames of animation because it is delicious, delicious FMV. So I guess let's get going. It'll take a second to start up because 3DO is real strong.
It emulates incredibly well.
It arguably emulates better than it actually does on the console, which is interesting. Hopefully we actually got audio set up alright. It does have amazing Q sound as well. Fantastic LucasArts audio.
Looks like you might have to boost your audio a bit. I knew it. I knew it was too good to be true.
My audio or game?
You know what? I'm not sure.
Okay, hopefully that's better. I've readjusted my mic. Okay, let me turn up the game a little bit. And hopefully that's better. Yes, this is the only game based on this movie.
John Spartan, 586.
It is pretty amazing.
Activity approaching normal.
And this uses all of the FMVs. Even for complete nonsense, like the level select, or difficulty select, sorry.
Send a maniac to catch a maniac.
Easy mode? What?
Easy mode's the best mode.
You got a job to do, why don't you go do it?
AKA the only one which the game is actually completable.
Probably. Though I'm still not sure it's actually completable. And we'll get into some levels later on that explain why.
You're doing a good deed.
There's
You suck.
really great maze levels that it never tells you how to get to the end of. Simon Phoenix, the guy played by Wesley Snipes, is invincible. And it runs at 35 frames a second, maybe? But let's get going on this game.
Also, this is showcase percent.
Yes.
So we're going to be jumping around, because we kind of have to.
Yeah, I have never managed to beat this game, and apparently neither has anybody else, because it is not even listed on speedrun.com at all. Either that, or there are so many runs being submitted that the website cannot just keep up.
I think that's it. It just can't handle all the submissions.
Yeah, probably. Turn down the FMVs just a little bit. It does have the best feature of any game ever. The start button will pause all cutscenes, which is not helpful to anybody, and I'm not sure why you would ever want to do it. But let's get into the amazingness that is the first of the 3 games that make up this game, which is a fantastic light gun shooter. One big advantage to playing this on emulator is you can do diagonals, which the original, I guess, first-party controllers for the 3DO were not at all capable of, because they were built poorly. So you literally could not go diagonal. So it was like controlling it with a keyboard. You do luckily have infinite ammo on all of the modes. In easy, you never have to reload. Normal, I think you get 41 shots between reloads. And I think on hard, it goes down to like 8 or 15.
No attention to the fact that the same guy in the same fake Bears jersey showed up like.
Oh yeah. I mean, the amazing thing about this game is it clearly had no staff, but they had enough extra time when developing it to include a whole set of levels that is the office of the developer of Virgin Interactive for some reason.
I feel like they spent all the budget paying
probably. I mean, it was, as far as I know, all of the FMV for this game was filmed at the same time as the movie. There was a light gun for the 3DO. I've never used it. I never owned a 3DO when CRTs were a thing. Oh shit! Sorry. I've never actually beaten a helicopter before. Usually it just wrecks you. Let me see if I can turn up. Bad Chop, can you turn up your audio a little bit? Almost to the third game that's in here. Or, sorry, second game, I guess. Well, yeah, second of 4, because I forgot there is a driving game in here as well.
Very well made.
Oh yeah, it's tops. But the original reason I got this game is this was one of my favorite 90s movies, and when I was finally able to get a 3DO, I decided that this was going to be the best thing to show off on it. It is unfortunately not.
Now, I think that depends on the context, to be completely honest.
I mean, I guess I'm glad I discovered it for this marathon. But other than that... So we're actually going to die a couple times and then we'll skip a level. Because seeing what happens when you die is pretty impressive. We'll actually just cheat to do it.
Demolition Man is an excellent movie.
Yes, it's... That's weird. A, up, down. Okay, this game is not gonna let me cheat now? I was pretty sure I turned it on earlier.
No cheats percent.
That's weird. So we might have to reset at some point. Up, down. There we go. Let's see. So we'll just go ahead and skip into the second part of this game, where it will turn into a really bad fighting game. It's pretty unfair. Again, because the 3DO can't do diagonals very well. You can only jump up, so you can't really jump kick anybody. And on anything but easy, the AI obviously reads all of your inputs and will hit you within the quarter to half second delay between your input and your quote-unquote sprite doing anything.
Is it cold in here? Or is it just...
I hope everybody appreciates the seamless transition between fake backgrounds and movie footage, by the way.
But really, if you do like 90s action movies, Demolition Man is definitely one of the best ones. see if my strategy that I figured out last night actually still works. Also, in normal, getting hit takes about a quarter your life off every time. I still... Okay, that was weird. But yeah, normally I'd be very dead. But apparently on easy mode, his AI is really bad.
I like how he jumped straight up over the sweep, except he jumped over it so late that he landed.
Also, you'll notice that, in addition to that, Wesley Snipes has moves you don't have. He can block. You cannot. You have 2 punch buttons and a kick.
It looks like he has a high kick. I don't know how long this is.
And the timing for the jump kick doesn't work. Let me see if I can fix Bad Chop's audio any. No, he's as loud as he can be on my end. But I'll do this level again on normal or hard, and you can watch how quickly you get wrecked. And then that fighting game does make a return, where you are fighting him, and I'll show it, on top of a car, where you can beat Wesley Snipes, but if the car runs out of gas, you'll still die, which is pretty awesome.
Super fair.
Yeah, it's basically the best. Yeah, I mean, how else are you gonna get rid of grenades, Percentia? Except with massive bullets. And also, in addition to being a light gun game, this is also a weird puzzle game. And there's one part of this level I have yet to figure out, which is how to actually get Wesley Snipes to move off of the final thing. Let me try pumping him up actually in Discord.
I wouldn't think that would matter, but maybe it does.
Well, you're way louder in my ear at least, so.
That's good.
But we've all seen how you shoot people. Let's see. I think this should be the driving stage. Oops, paused instead of... Oh, nope, more fighting! But yeah, I do really wonder how much of the budget of this game went to getting, especially at the time, 2 of probably the hottest stars possible to be in a game for a platform nobody bought. In a game nobody played?
Yeah, Wesley Snipes especially had to be commanding a crap ton of money for this.
Yeah.
I wonder how much of this motion capture they did, if any.
I don't know. I mean, luckily, I guess, for Virgin, the 3DO is a blistering 320 by 240, so you just kind of had to get a couple of guys and dye one of their hair blondes. Or, yeah, I almost said a whole sentence there. I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Torturel. They look really good. I mean, he's just super huge, just like Sylvester Stallone was at the time. Oh, I'm doing so well at this game. Too bad it's about to get unwinnable in a level or two. Oh, actually, I died.
I would like the blood effects on your faces on the bottom. Nothing at all like they were done in MSP.
No, and I definitely should have. This game does have a, if you want to be real cool, it does have a secret blood mode code that I have not turned on, so it can be just like Mortal Kombat. Okay, we're about to start the best part of the game, which are the super sweet mazes, which definitely are not ripped off from Alien, run at an amazing frame rate, and the controls don't get any laggier. I definitely didn't wait a full second between hitting a pause and the pause menu coming up. So, like, that's good. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but on the motion tracker, that's definitely not from Alien or anything, there will be a yellow dot. That is Simon Phoenix, Wesley Snipes' character. He is invincible. You cannot hurt him in any way. But as long as you're in his vision cone, he will shoot you. So even if you cannot see him, he will just drill you in your back forever. And the reason I have never beaten this game are these levels. There's no indication of where the end of them is. You kind of have a use button, which is the B button, that I think you're supposed to use to open doors, but I've never found any that seem to do anything. There are no facts for this game, so I can't look it up there. And I've never actually been able to find any footage of somebody beating this at all.
Just to point out, this is not a foible of the emulation. If you play the game on the actual hardware, it still does this.
Yeah, I've streamed this game off of a 3DO before, and it's about the same frame rate. I have tried overclocking the 3DO as well, to see if you can actually get it to play at a frame rate. I have not been successful. It just played exactly like this, but all of the sound was wrong. Like, it was sped up, but nothing else in the game was. And these sorts of levels are about half of the game, unfortunately. Like, I think this section is 4 or 5 levels, and then there are a couple of other ones. The nice thing is, I guess you don't have to aim. As long as people are on screen and you're kind of pointed near them, you're fine. But if you get more than about 3 people on the screen at a time, the game, as you can tell, lags even more. So like when there were those 6, 7 people on screen at once, I was mashing the entire time to shoot. And yeah, it was probably 2-3 second delay while they were just shooting me, and I was waiting for my gun to gun.
So what you're saying is the enemies run at 60 FPS, but you definitely don't.
There's Simon Phoenix, so we'll just go blast him a whole bunch, and we'll see how well this works out. And hopefully I'll game over, because then you can watch Sylvester Stallone make fun of us some more. I will say, it is probably, as bad as this game is, the most accurate movie license game ever, because it is exactly the plot of the movie. But I believe you're supposed to be able to track him, and eventually he'll go to the exit and just stand there. But one of the downsides to following him is, as long as he's on screen, he will also grab all of your bullets. Yeah, the camera movement isn't human. You tilt like you're playing Descent anytime you turn. Sylvester Stallone, I guess, has an awful lot of body roll. Like, his spine's not strong, just his upper body, so he gets off balance and just kind of tips over. Is all I can figure. Simon Phoenix, go away! Stop shooting me. You can strafe, because the 3DO did have shoulder buttons, so you can circle strafe. However, Simon Phoenix is a billboard, so he will always be facing you. So it also offers you no benefit whatsoever. Why am I just randomly turning now? That's not good.
Why not?
I don't know, but now I'm just randomly turning to the right. Constantly. Oh, never mind, it fixed itself. I mean, he could be on a Segway. Stop shooting and screaming at me. I know Simon says please, it's one of your catch lines from the movie. You do not have to say it every time you are on screen.
They could probably only afford to pay him to record like 3 to 4 lines.
Oh, I'm sure they just sucked it directly out of the daily audio, because it's not particularly clean or anything.
They just stole it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure some guy from the dev team just like showed up with a tape recorder and hoped he didn't catch any explosions. But yeah, you can kill everybody. I've done it. The level still doesn't end. So yeah, I have no idea how you beat any of these levels. But I would mostly just like to die now. Oh yeah, I forgot about I knitted you a sweater. And I do like how when he rounds a corner, you can see that they didn't really bother to make a side sprite. He just gets real skinny, but it's still his face. But yeah.
I forgot how good this game is.
It is the best. Yeah. I mean, auto styrofoam safety, I wish this game had it, so once you get shot enough, you just get encased in foam and can't play it anymore. There's also no auto map or anything, so you cannot tell where you've been. All of the levels look exactly the same. There are gigantic mushrooms, because why not? And just to show you how much lag there is in these fully 3D sections, because the 3DO, that's kind of what it did, sort of. I will bring up the motion tracker. I'm going to hit the button now. And there you go. Huh. I wonder why I'm lagging. Give me 1 second. It's actually not the game this time. Sorry about that.
The internet's helping.
Yeah, I did not realize that my computer started automatically backing up again. Sorry about all of the dropping frames.
You can only be sorry about your dropping frames.
Right. I guess I'm glad I'm playing this game so you guys didn't necessarily notice it, but I will hit the button now. Oh, I guess there's no enemies on screen, so of course that time it actually didn't particularly lag. Dang it. But anyways, we are gonna go ahead and skip a couple more levels.
You gotta show off the car level.
Yeah, this should be the car level. Yep.
Does that mean we're going up? Let's go blow this guy.
Yeah, basically Crash Cat. It sensed that I was using the internet for something really stupid and decided to be useful.
It's just trying to help.
How nice. Must have been expecting me.
And you'll notice it is SAPD for San Angeles Police Department, because San Diego and Los Angeles combined. There you go. Now you have all of the understanding of the movie you need.
Okay, now what?
Buckle up.
Oh wait, look this guy. Oh wait.
So this driving section does have arguably the most useless control ever in a driving game. The B button will center you in a lane. That's its only thing that it does. Forward makes you go fast, back makes you go slow, and B makes you center in a lane. I don't understand why it's a thing, but that's what it does. And so the whole point of this is you have to catch him before you run out of gas, so you can have a fight scene where you can also run out of gas and lose. Playing this on easy, so it shouldn't be much of an issue. But the number on the other car is how many distance units you are away from him. I'm not sure what the distance unit is. Yeah, but you can be nearly crashing into him and still be 32 distance units away.
American kilometers.
Perhaps. In anything but easy, all of the cars are constantly trying to kill you. And also, getting hit from behind will also stop your car. But you can't see when that happens, because it's a really good game.
What I like is when you manage to like hit a car from the side and they get stuck in it.
Yeah. Yeah, the collision's really good. Oh. Let's use the B button to change lanes. But yeah, luckily on easy you can basically just hold forward to win. But yeah, it's much harder on anything else. I'm not sure that this is quite Shrek Kart bad.
I am tempted to say Shrek Kart's driving. I won't, but I'm tempted.
Yeah, it might be better.
I will strongly assert that the best racing game is yet to come.
Yeah. Faizu's run in a little in like a day is basically the best fighting game. So it looks like you should be able, because Wesley Snipes, sometimes his character gets the brilliant idea of backing up slightly, which makes him unhittable. So you would think you can jump between the cars. You can't. At all. You can do nothing if he decides to back up.
There's one thing you can do if he backs up.
Die?
That or say a whole lot of words that you really cannot say.
Well, yes.
Come on, is this the best you can do?
Yes, Sylvester Stallone. It is the best that I can do. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I forgot. I tried to skip that and accidentally paused it and wondered why the game broke.
That look on Sylvester Stallone's face is the look of someone who has already recorded this line like 5 or 7 times and is just tired of it.
Oh yeah, one thing with this game is all of those scenes, there are like probably 15 variations of Sylvester Stallone telling you that you are terrible. Like, pretty easily. Oh. I accidentally skipped to the same level and then paused the cutscene. Okay, let's try this again. Let's see, I got a couple minutes left. So, I'll just show you there are more mazes that are literally just the developers' offices, which for some reason run way better than any of the other mazes in the game. And you can never get to them without cheating, but they play significantly better. I guess it's because they don't have all of the Simon Phoenix AI of walk randomly and shoot you, I guess. So those are definitely a thing.
John Spartan, please report to the Virgin Conference Room. John Spartan, please report
But
It's an interesting pose they end up in when they're dead.
yes.
I'm doing it right. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. Like, just like most things in this game, I'm not sure why. Oh, nope, there's fake Simon Phoenix.
That could also be the slogan of this marathon. I'm not sure why.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the incredibly disappointing ending of this game to go ahead and finish this run out. I think Karma's coming up next.
Hands up!
Oh snap, one-liner. But again, it is a really good movie. The game, you can play the game, but just watch the movie. It's much better.
And will probably also take far less time.
Probably. Because again, as far as I know, nobody's ever beaten it because of those mazes.
Part of me wonders if the reason there's no footage of someone finishing this game is because they leave the cutscenes in, they all get DMCA.
Oh, maybe. I hadn't thought about it getting like flagged on YouTube.
Simon says freeze. Oh crap.
Oh my. Are all fluid transfer activities like this?
Better.
Better? Oh my.
You did an excellent job. I'll hire you anytime.
But I'm you. Why are you gonna hire me? What? Like, that doesn't make any sense, Sylvester Stallone.
Attention. Cryo-prisoner defrosting reanimation sequence
A weird amount of people worked on this game, especially on game design, but none of the game is designed well. But yeah, so that's Demolition Man. Hopefully I can actually eventually get a run done, but it will involve a weird amount of routing for those maze levels. But yeah, so Karma's up next with the Immortal. Thank you guys. Thank you, Bro Sencha, and everybody for letting me show off this pretty incredible game. And hopefully everybody enjoys the tournament. Thanks, guys.
Showcase